Hello, Aquarius Rising. It's your January 2024 forecast. This is Mandy Ray of Ecstatic Astrology, in case you don't know who you're watching, which that could happen. So this new moon today, January 11th, is in your 12th house. The 12th house here, where I have all these little things, the new moon, Mars, Mercury. Mercury moves in soon, the sun, even Venus will be moving in there, is a big deal this month, okay? This is retreat, self-reflection, transcendence, release, and spirituality. It's very abstract. It's very subconscious. So things I say to you may not even make sense because it's all happening in the background. Okay. So you're planting a spiritual seed, a subconscious seed of some sort for achievement, for success. And that could be spiritual alignment. It could be rest. It could be retreat, reflection. All of that is very good, I would say. And as we get into tomorrow, Friday the 12th, it starts to involve, and even the new moon does involve your fourth house of home and family, Taurus, because Mars in your 12th house, Mars is action. Mars in the 12th house doesn't necessarily show itself a whole lot. The action is more spiritual and abstract, like I said. It's more inspirational, more intuitive, but it will be beneficially trining Jupiter in your fourth house of home and family and emotional security. That's Friday the 12th. On the 13th, Mercury moves into your 12th house. And so this is a very spiritual, abstract time for you, one in which you could have inspiration, one in which you could have messages from the ether, the muses speak to you, okay? And this is also about letting go, the 12th house. So it could be letting go of something in your fourth house, and these things are working together. It could be maybe moving out of family into your own home. And maybe this is what your spirit needed to get away. It could be maybe getting a new home, really selling a home. You know, all of these things can be happening during this month. Okay. On the 19th, Mercury is in your 12th house, trine Jupiter in your fourth house. Again, these two things just really beneficially supporting each other. Emotional security, spiritual alignment. What do you need to let go of to make more space for your spirit? Okay. Excuse me. On the 20th, we switch it up a little bit because the sun and Pluto is transformation. Pluto can also be empowerment. And Pluto moves into your first house of self. Okay. So you are trying to empower your identity, yourself as a human, your independence. Okay. This is going to be a very long transit. Pluto's orbit is huge and it's going to take several years. However, the sun visits there every year, and the sun and Pluto move into your first house together on the 20th. Okay. So it's worth noting this first ingress. It's not the first ingress, but it's a really potent one because the sun moves in with it to kind of get an idea of what is the theme going to be like for like the next several years. With Pluto, the planet of transformation and empowerment in my first house of self and identity, that comes through on the 20th. And then on the 23rd, again, we go back to Capricorn. Venus, a beneficial planet that brings balance and love and beauty, moves into your 12th house of spirituality. And then it will start to trine Jupiter again in your fourth house of home and family and emotional security. The 25th is the full moon in Leo. Venus will be trine Jupiter during that. Leo is your seventh house of relationships. So there is a culmination that's happening here that involves, I would definitely say it involves your fourth house of home and family. And that is because Jupiter and the full moon are square, which is, it can be tense, relationships and home. However, Jupiter is an abundant planet, right? It's bringing abundance and joy to your fourth house of home and family. It's bringing value there. So there is a lot, basically. I think Jupiter expands whatever it squares or trines. So it will be a lot of home, a lot of relationship, and probably both at the same time, maybe your relationships within your home. And luckily, Venus will be in your 12th house, which allows you to tap into that intuition, and it's going to be trine Jupiter during that time. Speaking of Venus trine Jupiter, that dominates the end of the month, and that's incredibly lucky. I mean, for lack of a better way to say it, you've got Venus in your 12th house of spirituality. You got Jupiter in your fourth house of home and family, both benefics, bringing benefit to both of these areas. The moon will transit Virgo, which is your eighth house of shared resources. There's a grand trine, all supportive of each other. And Saturn, which is work, and responsibility is actually very well aspected by all of these things in your second house of money. So this is a financial, emotional, and spiritual transit for you. And I do think it's beneficial. And I think you're going to see at the end of the month the benefit that this month brought. On the 29th, even Mercury, your thoughts, and Mars, your action, move into your 12th house of spirituality, and trine Uranus, change in your fourth house of home and family. So again, that's selling a house, changing the way you feel about home, about family, comes in on the 29th. And again, it's very beneficial. And it can be a big change at the end of the month because Uranus is change. Uranus is also freedom. So maybe you're freed up from something with regards to your emotional security, your home, and your family. Okay, Aquarius rising. That's it for me. I'll see you in February for your forecast then. If you need a session, it's ecstaticastrology.com. I'll catch you on the flip side.